You know, some stories, they're more than just tales, right? They're like the very heartbeat of a people. And today, we're diving into one of those, an ancient, powerful Kurdish love story. This one feels, well, it feels less like it was written by some author and more like an epic that was just carved into the mountains by fate itself. We're talking about the story of Mem and Zin. And let me be clear, this isn't your average romance. No, no. We're talking about a foundational myth, something that comes from the land of Botan. It's a national epic for the Kurdish people. It's a story that digs into so much more than just love. It explores the breathtaking power of that love, sure, but also the very nature of destiny, of loyalty, and the absolutely devastating consequences of betrayal. All right, so where does our story begin? In the city of Cizre. I want you to just picture this for a second, a place where the stones themselves seem to smell of history, and the great Tigris River winds its way through the landscape like a giant silver serpent. This is the world that gives birth to our heroes. And here they are, our main players. So, on one side, you've got Mem, a brave young man, pure heart, the whole deal, and his loyal friend, Tacdin. These two are basically inseparable. Their bond is just unbreakable. Then, on the other side, behind the palace walls, we've got the beautiful Zin and her joyful companion, City. And you really got to remember this. The deep friendship within these two pairs is absolutely crucial to everything that's about to unfold. So the stage is set, and the setting for their meeting, the New Rose Festival. Now, this is a time of just incredible energy. It's a huge celebration of new beginnings. You've got fires lit against the darkness, drums beating with the hopes of the people. It's really a time when you feel like anything, absolutely anything, can happen. And here we go. This is the moment. This is when the gears of destiny really start to turn. You see, Zin and City, they want to experience the festival freely, without all the restrictions. So they disguise themselves as men and just mingle with the crowd. They have absolutely no idea that this one single decision is about to change everything. Forever. And then it happens. Their eyes meet. And this first glance, wow. It is so powerful. We're not just talking about simple attraction here. It's this immediate, deep, profound connection. It's like in that one single moment, their hearts swear this silent oath to each other. It's as if their souls literally recognize one another from across the entire crowded festival. And boom, love plants its seed, right then and there. But, not all love stories follow the same path, do they? The two friendships here, they lead to two very, very different romantic destinies. For Tacdin and City, their love just grows easily. It's like a rose blooming in spring. They get together, they build a happy home, it's wonderful. And this simple, joyful love story creates this stark contrast and a whole lot of dramatic tension for Mem and Zin. Because their fated love, well, it's going to face a much, much more difficult journey. And this is where the tone of our story begins to shift. Just as their love reaches its most hopeful point, a darkness, well, it starts to gather on the horizon. Because no great story is without its conflict, right? The same world that created this profound, beautiful love is about to give birth to a force that's going to try to destroy it. And here he is, one name, Bakir. He's the guardian of the Emir's gate, a man whose soul is just fed by the poison of jealousy. It isn't just that he's ambitious, he is fundamentally repulsed by the purity and goodness he sees in other people. The respect people have for Mem and that radiant light of Mem and Zin's love, it only deepens his own darkness, fueling this horrible desire to see it all come crashing down. Bakir doesn't use a sword. His weapons are words. And he's patient. He methodically weaves these lies and stitches together slanders, slowly poisoning the mind of the Emir against Mem. He uses his trusted position to twist every rumor, turning Mem's honor into arrogance and his love for Zin into some kind of treasonous ambition. He is carefully, deliberately laying a trap. And because of Bakir's treachery, the story takes its tragic turn. Mem, completely innocent, is condemned and thrown into a dungeon based on nothing but carefully constructed lies. And the suffering here is twofold. In the dungeon, a place where hope just seems lost, Mem starts to waste away, consumed by illness and by longing. He's sustained by only one thing, the name of Zin, which burns like a torch in his heart. Meanwhile, in the palace, Zin is trapped in her own kind of prison, a prison of grief, her tears flowing so freely they could merge with the Tigris. Despite all their prayers and their resistance, the walls of fate, walls built not from stone, but from Bakir's pure evil. They just proved to be too strong to overcome in life. In the cold darkness of that dungeon, weakened and just completely heartbroken, Mem's life comes to an end. And with his very last bit of strength, he whispers Zin's name one final time. When the news reaches Zin, her entire world just collapses. She runs to his fresh grave, and as she touches the earth above him, it's as if she's finally touching his heart again. And overwhelmed by a grief too powerful for her body to contain, she gives her own final breath, choosing to follow her love into death. The people of Cizre, mourning this unbelievable tragedy, bury the two lovers right next to each other. And so the union they were so cruelly denied in life is finally granted to them in death. It's like the earth itself refused to keep them apart.
But the story doesn't quite end with their deaths. Like all great epics, it leaves behind a powerful, enduring symbol, a final word on the nature of love and hate.
Legend says that right between their two graves, a single thorny plant grew up from the ground. Its roots are seen as a physical manifestation of Bakir's hatred, the very evil that separated them in life, now standing as a bitter barrier between them, even in death. So even though their story is a tragedy, their love was so powerful it became eternal. It transformed into a legend that's carried by the land itself, whispered by the wind in the mountains, and carried in the current of the Tigris River. And that brings us to the really profound question at the heart of this whole epic. The story leaves us to wonder, what actually defines true love? Is it achieving a happy union in life? Or is it something more elemental? A love so deep, so absolute, that you're willing to die for it?